My name is JoAnne Marylees. I am a supervisor for the Permanent Supported Housing Project here at Parkside with Canadian Mental Health Association. So I am in recovery myself. My recovery started June 7th, 2010, and I have been clean since then. I know nobody in my family, nobody on this entire planet could tell me to stop using drugs. I had to do that on my own when I was ready, and that's what happened with me. I was just done with the lifestyle, with everything. I was so tired of being an addict. It helps me, having that lived experience helps me when it comes to understanding where our clients' headspace is, why they use and why they continue to use and why it's so hard to use. For me, my experience was a lot of trauma and a lot of abuse that I went through that I didn't know, or I thought that I was coping with in regular ways. I didn't know how to cope. I never had those skills on how to cope with that, and I never told anybody. So when I was sexually abused as a young girl multiple times, I didn't know how to voice that. I wasn't taught that. So if I'm not taught that, how do I continue on the rest of my life with that? I recently had a conversation with a female who was telling me some things, and I was nodding my head, yes, I understand that, you know what, I feel it. And she said for the first time in her life, she was actually able to talk to somebody who she could tell felt what she felt and understood what she felt. And to me, that tells me that I know I'm doing the right thing in my life, and I am in the right career where I'm supposed to be. I have been around the drug that I used as well as other drugs. It actually has the opposite effect for me. I was worried about that in the beginning, like how am I going to react to being around that? Over the years, I've learned to remind myself that this is not me using, this is not my life anymore. And it grosses me out. Like, when I think about it, it makes me sick to my stomach. My go-to place is what it felt like to come back down off of drugs. So when I think of that, or if I see that kind of stuff, I go back and I remind myself of what it felt like to be in their shoes and what it felt like when the drugs were all gone, the money was all gone, all the stuff was all gone, what that felt like. And it was horrific to come down off of drugs. And so when I'm around it, that I remember that feeling, and I just don't go to that place. Being an addict is forever. A relapse could be forever. It could happen. I pray every day that it doesn't happen, and I do all the things that I need to do for myself so that it doesn't happen. Nobody's immune to addiction. I don't care if you are the president of the world, like you asked. You are not immune to addiction. Nobody is. To me, it's a car accident that hasn't happened yet. It's an injury while you're skiing that hasn't happened yet. It's a disease that maybe you don't have yet that could affect your spine or something, and you have a lot of pain, and your doctor prescribes you pills. That's how it starts. Nobody's immune, and when addiction sets in, that also leads down to homelessness, and that's how it begins. And there's a lot of people out here who had beautiful jobs, awesome careers, and fell on hard times, and now they're homeless and living on the streets of Grande Prairie, and they're addicted to drugs. A great day is a day that nobody dies. A great day is a day that nobody overdoses. A great day is watching a client come in here with a smile on their face and joking around with us. Those are great days around here. The worst day is walking into a room and finding somebody that we love, we've tried to support, and we've done everything we can to support, and finding them in their room dead.